paramecium. So when we talk about paramecium, basically paramecium is a unicellular organism. That means it is made up of only single cell, unicellular organism. And that cell basically does all the functions that are required for the paramecium to live. That is reproduction, even respiration, that is diffusion of various gases, even movement and nutrition. So the part of nutrition we will discuss now in this video. So when we talk about nutrition, so what is nutrition? So nutrition is actually the mechanism by which any organism takes in. Nutrition is referred to an mechanism by which all living things take in food, and with this food they get energy to do various types of activities. Now this ingestion or this taking in food and getting the energy from that food is referred to as nutrition, which it is actually of two types, that is autotrophic or heterotrophic. You can always refer to videos offered by Abhyas Online on different concepts like the autotrophic or the heterotrophic nutrition. So now we will take the case of paramecium. So paramecium basically contains three different parts. That is, the first is referred to as cilia. Basically cilia is the hair-like projections which are actually on the outer surface of paramecium. So structure of paramecium can be shown like this. This is the irregular shape of paramecium, and we have hair-like projections on the outer body of this paramecium. Now these hair-like projections are known as cilia. The second is that we have vacuoles. Now vacuoles are actually the large empty spaces present inside the paramecium. This can be either one or even more in number depending upon the size of that paramecium. Basically this vacuole is generally referred to as the food vacuole. The third important part of paramecium is cytoplasm. Now these are the three different parts or three different components that combine together to form the paramecium. Cytoplasm is the liquid component on which all these different types of various substances are embedded. Now when we have discussed the three important parts of paramecium, we can now discuss what is the method or what are the steps involved for the nutrition of paramecium. So the first step involved in the nutrition is the ingestion. So ingestion refers to the taking in the food that is required to get energy. Now this taking in or the engulfing of the food is done with the help of cilia. So whenever there is food particle present just at the boundaries of the paramecium, the cilia will change its shape and try to engulf that food particle inside the paramecium. That is basically done by the cilia. The second method or second step in the method of nutrition of paramecium is referred to as digestion. Now when we talk about digestion, this digestion takes place in the food vacuole. Now when this food has reached the food vacuole, now in food vacuole various enzymes will react on this food to get it absorbed or to get the nutrients from this food. So this digestion is taking place in the food vacuole. The third important step is known as the absorption. So absorption is done in the cytoplasm. Now when the nutrients are digested or the food is digested to get the nutrients, these nutrients are then absorbed by the cytoplasm with the process of diffusion. So when there is diffusion, so all these nutrients are absorbed by the cytoplasm. Now when the absorption has taken place, now we have the step known as assimilation. Now in assimilation, all the nutrients that are absorbed can either be used at that time only whenever there is assimilation process, or it can be stored. That means it has two functions to perform. It provides energy to do the activities of the paramecium, or when activities are done, there is no activity to be done in the paramecium, that energy or that nutrients can be stored to be used in later stages of the time. The last process is the egestion. So egestion refers to the removal of the waste products, that is also done with the help of cilia. So the ingestion and the egestion are done with the help of cilia. We have digestion to be done with the help of in the food vacuole. Absorption takes place in the cytoplasm, and the main function of assimilation is storage or to provide energy. So this was the concept of the nutrition in paramecium. You should also note one thing here is that whenever the digestion takes place in the food vacuole or takes place inside the cell, that is referred to as intracellular digestion. Like in the case of amoeba or in the case of paramecium. You can always watch the video on the nutrition in amoeba as well. This was the video on nutrition in paramecium. So when the digestion takes place inside the food vacuole, which is generally the case in unicellular organisms, that digestion is referred to as intracellular digestion. However, in the case when all the enzymes take place, or when we consider when the digestion takes place anywhere in the body, not specifically inside the cell, that is referred to as extracellular digestion. This is basically the digestion which takes place in human beings or in animals. So this was the complete concept on nutrition in paramecium. We have discussed what is paramecium and where it is found. It is generally found in the freshwater area. So we can say it is actually a marine organism. Then we have discussed the different parts of paramecium, that is cilia, food vacuole and cytoplasm. And then we have discussed the 5 steps of nutrition and how they are related in the case of paramecium. So this was the concept on nutrition in paramecium.